You wake up one morning to find that your bank account has been credited with 86,400 seconds for the day. No more, no less. Every second you don't use wisely evaporates into thin air. You can't save them, and you can't reclaim them. There's no carrying over. There's no borrowing. Each day a new deposit of 86,400 seconds. Sounds like an interesting concept, doesn't it? But here's the twist. This isn't just a fancy analogy. This is the reality of the time we are granted each day. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever considered the true value of a second, a minute or an hour? It's easy to toss away minutes like they're spare change, only to find ourselves scraping the bottom of the barrel when we're desperate for just a little more. Why is it that we understand the value of money, which we can earn back, yet we squander time, the one currency we're never able to replenish? You see, time in its relentless march forward is the ultimate currency in this journey we call life. Unlike money, when it's gone for good. We can't earn back yesterday. We can't invest in getting last week back. Every moment that passes is a moment you'll never encounter again. Is it ironic, then, how much of we spend wishing for more, all the while wasting what's right in front of us? Consider this, how often do we catch ourselves saying, if only I had more time, while in the same breath, we decide to kill time? We're all guilty of it, myself included. It's the human condition to desire more of what we can't have, especially when it comes to time. Yet in this universal quest for more time, we overlook the abundance of moments we're blessed with. We dream of extra hours for our passions, projects, and people we love, yet how wisely do we use the 24 hours we're gifted each day? Think about it. How much of your day is spent in ways that, upon reflection, you deem meaningful and fulfilling? Are you investing your seconds, minutes, and hours into the life you've always wanted to live, or are they slipping through your fingers like grains of sand? This concept isn't about filling every second of every day with productivity. No, it's about mindfulness and how we choose to spend the time we have. It's the realization that every moment is an opportunity, a choice to invest wisely or to squander. This is about living with intention, with purpose, and making the most of the finite moments we have on this earth. So as we stand at the crossroads of our lives, and facing the infinite possibilities that time offers us, we're faced with decisions. How do we navigate this? How do we ensure that when we look back, we see a life well lived, not out of regret, but out of satisfaction for the time well spent? The answers lie in our daily choices, in recognizing the value of every second, and in making conscious decisions to spend our ultimate currency wisely. It starts now, with this moment, with a decision to view time not just as a resource, but as the most precious gift we have in the grand tapestry of existence. RAM weaves its thread through every moment, every decision, and every turning point in our lives. It's a finite resource, an unyielding constant that marches forward, indifferent to the wishes and desires of men and women alike, standing and acknowledging this finite nature of time is the cornerstone upon which great lives are built. It's the foundation of every story of success, every tale of achievement that has ever been told or will ever be told. Let us draw inspiration from the annals of history, from those individuals whose names have been etched into the very fabric of time itself. Consider the Renaissance, a period of unparalleled creativity and innovation. At the heart of this era was Leonardo da Vinci, a man whose curiosity knew no bounds. Da Vinci, well aware of the brevity of life, poured his passion into every waking moment, exploring the arts, sciences, and inventions. His legacy, a testament to the power of valuing each tick of the clock. Or think of Marie Curie, the first woman to win a Nobel Prize and the only person to win in two different sciences. She knew the value of time, dedicating countless hours to her research on radioactivity, despite the challenges and setbacks. Her perseverance and effective use of time not only led to groundbreaking discoveries, but also paved the way for future generations of scientists. These historical figures, and countless others, achieved greatness by recognizing the worth of every moment. They understood that while we cannot control the quantity of time we have, we can certainly command its quality. How do you value your time? Do you see it as a precious commodity to be spent with intention, or do you let it slip away, unaccounted for and undervalued? Take a moment to reflect on your day-to-day life. How much of your time is spent on actions that bring you closer to your dreams, to the life you aspire to lead, and how much is lost to the ether, consumed by the trivial and the mundane? I challenge you to consider your own legacy. What do you want to be remembered for? Will it be for the hours lost to the inconsequential, or for the moments spent in pursuit of something greater, something timeless? The journey to recognizing the worth of our time begins with these questions. It starts with a conscious decision to see each second as an opportunity, a blank canvas upon which we can paint our masterpiece. It's about making choices that reflect our deepest values and aspirations. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking we have all the time in the world, that there will always be a tomorrow for our dreams and ambitions. But history teaches us that greatness belongs to those who seize the day, who understand the fleeting nature of time and act with urgency and purpose. So, as we navigate the complexities of life, let us draw inspiration from those who have come before us, from the Da Vincis and the Curies of the world. Let their legacies remind us of the value of our time, and let their stories encourage us to spend each moment in pursuit of our own greatness. Recognizing the worth of time, we unlock the potential for extraordinary achievements. We open the door to a life of purpose, of fulfillment, and of legacy. The question now is, how will you spend your time? Will you let it drift away, or will you take hold of it and shape it into a life of significance? Let this be the moment you decide to value your time as the ultimate currency. Let this be the turning point where you choose to invest in yourself, in your dreams, and in the legacy you wish to leave behind. The clock is ticking, and the time to act is now. It's the unfolding journey of our lives, where time presents itself both as a gift and a challenge. The wisdom to invest it wisely stands as a beacon, guiding us towards fulfillment and purpose. Imagine time as the soil, rich and fertile, ready to nurture the seeds of our ambitions and dreams. How we tend to this soil, the care and intention with which we sow our seeds, determines the harvest we will reap. It's about making conscious choices, aligning our actions with our deepest values and aspirations, transforming the abstract ticking of a clock into a tangible legacy of achievement and joy. The art of investing time wisely begins with clarity, understanding not only what we want from life, but also recognizing the steps, the daily actions that will lead us there. It's about setting goals that resonate with our personal and professional aspirations, goals that ignite our passion and compel us to move forward, even when the journey gets tough. But setting goals is just the beginning. It's the commitment to pursue them, to prioritize our time in a way that brings these goals within reach. That truly matters. Now let's talk about practical strategies, the tools we need to navigate the vast ocean of time before us. One of the most powerful tools at our disposal is the simple word no. In a world teeming with distractions, with endless demands on our time, attention, learning to say no is a skill that can transform our lives. It's about distinguishing between what is urgent and what is important. It's about recognizing that not every demand on our time deserves our energy. Saying no to the trivial allows us to say yes to pursuits that enrich our lives, that bring us closer to our goals and to the people and activities that truly matter. But how do we prioritize our activities, ensuring that our time is spent on what truly enriches us? It starts with reflection, with taking a step back to evaluate our daily routines. Ask yourself, do the activities that fill my day reflect my goals and values? Am I investing time in relationships and pursuits that nourish my soul and propel me towards my aspirations? This reflection is the first step towards intentional living, towards a life where time is spent not by default but by design. From reflection, we move to action, to the implementation of strategies that safeguard our time for what truly matters. This may involve setting boundaries both professionally and personally, communicating openly about our priorities and the need to focus on goals that demand our attention. It might mean embracing tools and techniques that enhance productivity, allowing us to work smarter, not harder, freeing up time for the pursuits that bring us joy and fulfillment. Moreover, investing time wisely is about embracing lifelong learning, understanding that every moment offers an opportunity to grow, to expand our knowledge and skills. It's about curiosity, about seeking out new experiences and challenges that stretch our capabilities and lead to personal and professional growth. This investment in learning and growth is perhaps the most rewarding, for it not only brings us closer to our goals, but also enriches our journey, making each moment more meaningful and fulfilling. Yet, amidst the pursuit of goals and the investment in growth, let us not forget the importance of rest and rejuvenation. Investing time wisely also means recognizing when to pause to recharge our spirits and minds. It's about balance, about ensuring that our investment in time leads to a life that is not only productive, but also joyful and sustainable. As we embark on this journey of intentional time investment, let us carry with us the understanding that time, once spent, is gone forever. Let this knowledge not fill us with regret for time wasted, but inspire us to make choices that reflect the value of every moment we are given. Let us be mindful of the seeds we plant in the soil of time, nurturing them with care, intention, and purpose, so that when we look back on the landscape of our lives, we see a rich harvest of achievements, relationships, and experiences that truly matter. In closing, remember that the power to invest time wisely lies within each of us. It begins with a choice, a decision to live intentionally, to align our actions with our deepest values and aspirations. As we move forward, let us choose wisely, investing our time in a way that not only brings us closer to our goals, but also enriches the tapestry of our lives with meaning, joy, and purpose. The time to act is now. For in the words of a wise person, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Let us make the most of the now, investing our time in creating a life of purpose, fulfillment, and legacy. In the realm of financial wisdom, there's a concept that stands as a testament to the power of patience and persistence. Compound interest. It's the principle that small, consistent investments over time can grow into fortunes. Now imagine applying this same principle to the investment of our time, particularly in the domains of personal growth, relationships, and health. This is where the true magic of compounding reveals itself, not in the accumulation of wealth, but in the enrichment of our lives. Let's consider for a moment the daily investments we make in our own personal growth, reading a book, practicing a new skill, or simply reflecting on the day's experiences. Each of these actions might seem inconsequential in isolation, like a single drop in the vast ocean of time. Yet it's the cumulative effect of these drops, day after day, year after year, that can transform the depth of our wisdom and the breadth of our capabilities. The compound interest of personal growth is knowledge that evolves into wisdom, skills that elevate into mastery, and curiosity that ignites a lifelong pursuit of learning. Now let's turn our gaze to the most precious investment of all, our relationships. In the busyness of daily life, it's all too easy to let these investments slide, to postpone a call to a friend, or to rush through a conversation with a loved one. However, investing time in our relationships is akin to planting seeds of trust, understanding, and affection, which, when nurtured consistently, grow into unshakable bonds that weather the storms of life. The compounding effect here is profound, as it's not just our relationships that grow stronger, but also our sense of belonging, our capacity for empathy, and our ability to love and be loved. Equally crucial is the investment we make in our health. Physical, mental, and emotional. Each choice we make, from the foods we eat to the time we allocate for exercise, meditation, or rest, is an investment in our well-being. Over time, these choices compound, leading to a life not just of longevity, but of vitality, resilience, and well-being. It's the difference between living your later years confined by limitations or embracing them with the energy and spirit to pursue your passions and dreams. Understanding the compound interest of these investments brings to light the importance of setting long-term visions for our lives. These visions act as beacons, guiding our daily time investments towards a future that resonates with our deepest aspirations. Whether it's becoming a leader in your field, cultivating a family filled with love and laughter, or achieving a state of health that allows you to embrace every day with zest and vitality, your long-term vision ensures that your daily investments are aligned with the life you wish to lead. Now, you might ask, how do we begin to make these investments, especially when the demands of the present seem so pressing? The answer lies in the power of small actions consistently applied. Just as the wise investor allocates resources regularly to their financial portfolio, so too must we dedicate time each day to our personal growth, our relationships, and our health. It's the decision to read a few pages of a book each night, to share a meal with a loved one without the intrusion of screens, or to take that brisk walk each morning even when the warmth of your bed beckons. The beauty of the compound interest of time is that it democratizes the potential for a rich and fulfilling life. It asserts that the power to create a life of depth, connection, and well-being doesn't lie in grand, sweeping actions, but in the small choices we make every day. It's a testament to the fact that over time, these small investments can transform the fabric of our lives in ways we can scarcely imagine. As we move forward, let us do so with the intention to invest our time wisely, to embrace the small, daily actions that compound over time into a life of extraordinary depth and meaning. Let us set our visions high, guide our daily investments with purpose, and watch as the compound interest of our time enriches our lives beyond measure. I'll leave you with this question. What small investment can you make today that will enrich your tomorrow? Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and the journey to a life well lived begins with a single investment of time. Choose wisely, invest consistently, and watch as the compound interest of time works its magic. In our journey through life, we often find ourselves looking back over the terrain we've traversed, eyes catching on the moments where our paths took unexpected turns. We see the time spent in pursuits that, in hindsight, appear less than fulfilling, The hours invested in endeavors that didn't bear the fruit we had hoped for. It's a common human experience. This reflection on what might be considered lost time, stemming from past mistakes or unfulfilling activities. Yet, within this reflection lies a profound opportunity, not for regret, but for renewal and growth. Let me tell you, the chapters of our lives are not written in stone. They can be rewritten, pages turn to begin anew. The past, with perceived lost time, is not a chain that binds us, but a teacher that guides us towards better decisions and more fulfilling paths. It's crucial to understand that every moment, every experience, has contributed to the depth and richness of who you are today. Even those moments that feel lost to mistakes are stepping stones that have led you to this point of reflection and realization. How can we reclaim control over our future time? Turning the page to start a new chapter. The answer lies in the power of choice. The decision to move forward with intention and purpose, embracing the lessons of the past to inform the decisions of the future. Consider the story of a man who in his youth wandered aimlessly, his day spent in pursuits that brought momentary pleasure but little lasting fulfillment. Years passed, and with them, the dawning realization of time slipping through his fingers like grains of sand. It was a wake-up call, a moment of stark clarity that propelled him into action. He began to invest his time in learning, in building relationships of depth and substance, in caring for his health. Each small choice was a step away from the past shadow. Each action, a declaration of his commitment to a future of his own making. Today, he stands as a testament to the power of change, his life rich with purpose and meaning, a beacon of hope for those who fear their time has been lost. This transformation begins with a simple yet profound shift in perspective. See each day as a fresh start, a blank canvas upon which you can paint the life you desire. Embrace the morning not just as another day, but as an opportunity to make choices that align with your deepest values and aspirations. Let's develop a vision for your life, a guiding star that directs your actions and decisions. This vision doesn't need to be grand or far-reaching at the outset. It can start as a spark, a small flame fueled by your passions and dreams. Let this vision evolve and grow, illuminating your path forward. Let's implement practical strategies to ensure your daily actions contribute to this vision. Time once thought lost can be reclaimed through deliberate, purposeful activities that fill your days with meaning and joy. Whether it's dedicating time to learn a new skill, nurturing relationships, or prioritizing self-care, each intentional act is a step towards reclaiming your future. Moreover, embrace the power of reflection. Regularly take stock of your progress, celebrating the wins, no matter how small, and learning from the setbacks. This reflective practice reinforces your commitment to change, keeping you grounded and focused on the journey ahead. Let me assure you, reclaiming lost time and embarking on a new chapter is not just a possibility. It's a choice that's available to you at this very moment. It requires courage, yes, and the willingness to step into the unknown, armed with the lessons of the past and the hope of a better tomorrow. As we stand on the brink of this new chapter, let us do so with the conviction that our future is not defined by the past, but by the actions we take today and every day that follows. The pen is in your hand, the page unturned. What will you write? How will you reclaim the time that lies ahead, transforming it into a story of growth, fulfillment, and purpose? Remember, the journey of change begins with a single step. A decision to move forward, not in spite of the past, but because of it. Let the lessons of yesterday inform the choices of today, guiding you towards a future where time is not lost, but profoundly and purposefully invested in the grand tapestry of our lives. Each thread we weave, each color we choose, contributes to a picture that extends beyond our existence. This, my friends, is the essence of legacy. It's a concept that transcends the accumulation of wealth, accolades, or accomplishments. At its core, legacy is about the imprint we leave on the world, the way our time and actions echo through the lives of others. Long after we're gone, it beckons us to ponder deeply on what we wish to be remembered for, urging us to align our daily choices with the legacy we aspire to leave. Let's reflect for a moment on the notion of time as our most precious commodity, a finite resource that once spent can never be reclaimed. How we choose to spend our time, therefore, becomes the most profound decision we make each day. It's in these decisions, these moments, that our legacy takes shape, whether it's through acts of kindness, the pursuit of knowledge, or the courage to chase our dreams. Each action is a brushstroke on the canvas of our legacy. Consider the stories of those who've left indelible marks on the fabric of history, not necessarily through grand achievements, but through the simplicity of their generosity, their wisdom, their love. Think of the teachers who spent their time nurturing minds, imparting lessons that would shape the future. Reflect on the caregivers who dedicated their days to bringing comfort and dignity to those in their charge. Remember the dreamers who, against all odds, pursued their visions, inspiring countless others to do the same. Now I ask you to ponder, what do you want to be remembered for? Is it the love you shared, the knowledge you imparted, the lives you touched? Understand that the legacy you leave is not a matter of chance, but a choice, a series of choices made every day with every tick of the clock. This brings us to the precipice of action, to the realization that if we wish to leave a legacy of meaning, of value, we must begin by investing our time wisely. We must choose to spend our days in pursuit of the things that matter most, not just to us, but to the world we'll leave behind. It's about more than just making a living. It's about making a life that contributes, that enlightens, that loves. So how do we embark on this journey? Starts with vision, with taking the time to envision the legacy we wish to create. This vision then becomes our compass, guiding our decisions, our actions, our investments of time. It demands of us not just to dream, but to do. Not just to imagine, but to implement. It calls for a commitment to personal growth, to expanding our minds and hearts, so that we can contribute more fully to the tapestry of life. It urges us to nurture our relationships, to invest time in those we love, to build connections that withstand the test of time. It challenges us to care for our health, to ensure that we have the strength and vitality to make the most of each day we're given. But most of all, it invites us to give generously of ourselves, to use our talents, our time, our resources to make a difference in the lives of others. Whether it's through volunteering, mentoring, or simply lending a listening ear, each act of generosity is a thread in the fabric of our legacy. As we stand here at the crossroads of choice and chance, let us make a deliberate decision to spend our time in ways that will enrich not just our lives, but the lives of future generations. Let us embrace each day as an opportunity to weave a legacy of love, of wisdom, of contribution. The journey starts now with a single step, a single choice to live intentionally, to create a legacy that echoes through eternity. It's a call to action that cannot be ignored, for the sands of time wait for no one. Let us rise to the occasion to live lives of purpose, passion, and profound legacy. So as we move forward, let us ask ourselves at the end of each day, what have I done today that contribute to the legacy I wish to leave? Let this question guide our actions, our choices, our investment of time. And let us begin this very moment to live in a way that when our time comes to an end, we leave behind a legacy that speaks of a life well lived, a life that made a difference, a life that mattered. It's the time to act is now. The time to start weaving your legacy is this very moment. Let's not wait for someday or one day. Let's make today the day we commit to living a life of purpose, a life that leaves a legacy of which we can be proud. It's in the grand unfolding of life, where each moment cascades into the next. The mastery of time management stands as a beacon for those striving towards excellence and achievement. This mastery, a blend of art and discipline, requires not only the wisdom to recognize the value of our moments, but the courage to act upon that wisdom. The essence of time management is not merely in the accumulation of tasks completed or the volume of work accomplished. Rather, it lies in the ability to harness our days, directing them with intention and purpose, ensuring that each tick of the clock propels us closer to our dreams and aspirations. Consider the notion that time, this relentless and unforgiving stream, can be tamed, molded to fit the contours of our deepest desires and highest ambitions. It's a concept that challenges the chaos of the modern world, suggesting that amidst the whirlwind of demands and distractions, there exists a sanctuary of order and productivity. It's the highest achievers among us. Those who have left indelible marks on the tapestry of history have mastered this sanctuary. They've learned to work smarter, not harder, transforming the finite into the infinite, leveraging their moments to build legacies of enduring impact. But how, you might ask, does one embark upon this path of time mastery? It begins with a simple yet profound shift in perspective, seeing time not as an enemy to be battled, but as an ally to be embraced. This shift is the first step towards intentional living, where every action, every choice, becomes a reflection of our deepest values and aspirations. The foundation of effective time management lies in the clarity of our vision. What are the goals that ignite your passion, that stir your soul to action? Define these with precision, for in their definition lies the roadmap for your time. With a clear destination in sight, the organization and planning of your days transform from mundane tasks to steps on the journey towards your dreams. Yet vision alone is not enough. The discipline to prioritize is the key that unlocks the potential of our hours and days. In a world brimming with distractions, the ability to distinguish between the urgent and the important becomes a shield, protecting our time from the demands that do not serve our ultimate goals. It's about saying yes to activities that enrich and empower us and no those that drain and detract. This discipline, though, at times challenging, is the bedrock upon which effective time management is built. Moreover, the highest achievers understand the power of delegation and the wisdom of seeking assistance. Recognize that you are but one person, and the complexities of your aspirations may require the talents and efforts of others. Basis for in delegation lies the multiplication of time, the ability to achieve more than what one could alone. Equally important is the practice of reflection and adaptation. Time management is not a static discipline, but a dynamic process, evolving as our lives and goals shift and change. Regularly assess the effectiveness of your time management strategies, adapting them to the ever-changing landscape of your life. This practice ensures that your methods remain aligned with your objectives, ensuring that your most precious resource is always working in service of your dreams. Yet amidst the strategies and techniques, let us not lose sight of the importance of rest and rejuvenation. True mastery of time includes the wisdom to pause, to replenish our spirits and minds. It's in these moments of rest that we find the strength to pursue our goals with renewed vigor and passion. We stand together. On the cusp of transforming our relationship with time, let us embrace the challenge with open hearts and minds. Let us commit to the mastery of time management, not as a burden, but as a liberating journey towards achieving our full potential. The path before us is clear, paved with the choices we make each day, each hour, each moment. So, I urge you, take the first step today to begin the process of organizing and planning your time with intention. Embrace the disciplines of clarity, prioritization, delegation, reflection, and rest. In doing so, you will not only work smarter and achieve more, but also carve out a life filled with purpose, fulfillment, and joy. Remember, the mastery of time is within reach for each of us, waiting only for the decision to begin. Make that decision today and watch as your days transform, bringing you closer to the life you've always dreamed of. The time to act is now. For in the stewardship of our moments lies the key to unlocking our greatest achievements and our most enduring legacies.